What's good? What's good? What's popping, man? Tonight is Friday night, man. It's the marathon. This is the Fizzle Friday. This is the Friday finish line. You know how we always get down, man. We always got everything cranking, everything bumping. We got the music playing. We having us a good time. Mike just enlightened me on a story that it just broke, man, that I wasn't aware of until just now. So my boy just informed me. So I didn't want to start the show off the way I wanted to until we kind of broke this segment down. And then we kind of get into what tonight was about. So um, of course, for those that didn't know, the Kyren Lacy situation, LSU receiver, man, he passed away, took his life sometime over the summer, I believe, Mike, not so long ago.
April 12th. April
Okay,
12th.
yeah, this year currently he was supposed to be in the draft. They said he was going to make it to the combine, then he wasn't invited, and that's when all this crazy stuff happened. But Mike, man, you can kind of enlighten us, man, because I didn't know. I just found out about all of this news, and again, tonight we're gonna have us a good time. But I will be not doing my duties if we didn't at least discuss this news that just came out.
Yeah, man, it kind of put a damper on it. I was getting ready for the show and then just browsing X and seeing some posts about it. First off, I got to say with Kyren Lacy, that was like the pre-draft process. That was kind of a guy I was pretty highly interested. I really liked the player. I really liked the talent. I had him ranked pretty high on my draft board. And then as like the rookie process went on, the story started to come out that he was wanted for questioning in a fatal hit and run. I believe it was a. Don't take me as gospel on all the facts, right? Like go look it up for yourself. I'm just trying to go through what I remember, but it was like a Marine vet, a 78-year-old man,
Yeah, something like that.
had
Yeah.
tragically died in a car accident. Kyren Lacy was wanted in questioning for a potential hit and run. At the time, the NFL had made the decision to not invite him to the combine, even though that definitely would have been a guy who would have gone to the combine. Not gonna say he had like a first round grade on him or anything, but second day two pick was very likely in the range of outcomes for him.
Hmm.
So he doesn't end up going to the combine. Um, at the time when I'm trying to do my rankings, the information that you had at the time, I'm kind of looking through the situation, trying to get a gauge of like how serious this is, right? Like how involved is he, right? Like is this going to be something the NFL's not going to draft him for? His lawyer at the time had come out and I mean I can't think of a situation with most lawyers are going to defend their clients, right? But the wording that he used and the way that he talked about Kyren Lacy and his involvement in the situation, like I was convinced that Kyren had nothing to do with this at all. I mean, like I've rarely heard a lawyer speak in that kind of tone, with that kind of passion about his client. So I left him where I had him ranked. I was like, okay, we don't have the combine, but within the next month, by the time we get to draft time, the situation will clear itself up. More information will come out. It'll kind of be like a lot of situations that we've seen with some of these athletes lately, which is insane. Like the Judkins thing, Tyreek,
Yep.
etc.
Yep.
Like Xavier Worthy is a real good example of it. This year accused of domestic violence. Within a matter of 48 hours, we get the full scope of the picture, and it's oh, man's getting extorted, right? Like
Man,
literally,
hair
literally.
ripped out and everything, right?
Yeah. Um, so that's kind of where I leaned on it, right? Like, and this is what I do with a lot of these situations. We're so quick to react and judge on fucking everything anymore. And listen, I'm gonna let the legal process play out. I understand that victims have rights, and we need to be thinking about victims. Of these hit and runs, of domestic violence, of sexual assault allegations. But also, there's two parties to this situation, and there's been a lot of people who have been accused of stuff that they had absolutely fucking nothing to do with. I mean, some people not even in the same vicinity as some of these heinous crimes, but
Hmm.
we want to rush and judge everybody right off the rip. Like we want to be so right now and so social justice warrior and the whole works. And some people's lives are getting fucking ruined over it, and it's disgusting to me. That's kind of where I lean on most of these cases. So that's the same thing I was with Kyren Lacy. Now, here's where I made a mistake. I made a pretty big mistake, and like I feel fucking horrible about the way it worked out. Kyren Lacy ended up getting an arrest warrant issued for him right around that April 12th date. You know, it was either the day before or the day of. And then news broke that he had taken his own life. I made a judgment right at that time. I was like, damn, dude must have did it. You know what I mean? Must have did it. Like, shit. Okay. We'll see when all the information comes out. But, for an arrest warrant to be issued and then the guy to take his life, for me, I made that judgment right away and went, damn, must have done it, man. Like,
Yeah.
he knew he was fucked.
And Mike, not to cut you off, but this is what kids, if you're watching this, you go back and watch this, when you do certain actions in school, because we all got a video clips when he celebrate, he holding the guns up. He, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes your actions show a pattern of anything is believable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when the police come out and say, hey, he did this, instantly we're all going to say, well, he ain't like he got the best track record on film. Now, what he doing behind the lens, we have no idea. He could have been the best person in the
model citizen.
Room. And yeah, exactly. But what you do in front of these cameras with these social medias and all that, people will judge you for the rest of your life for. So I ain't mean to cut you off, Mike, but I did.
No. That's a fantastic point, right? Because that perception plays into it, right? Like what we see on the field or what we see in an interview, what we see goes on in the public spotlight is going to lead into how we perceive you in the private, right? Where there's no lights on. That's a great point. Here's also the crazy thing, right? You've been around sports long enough for me. There are some people, especially when the spotlight comes on, that go to a different level, right?
Yeah.
That go to this, demon mode, demon time, right? And they wild out when the lights are on. But when the lights are off, it might be the most quiet, reserved person you ever fucking meet in your entire life. It's a different level. So, anyways, catch it back up. Takes his own life. I make the incorrect assumption, man, he must have done it. Here we are. Now let's fast forward. I haven't heard shit about this since he tragically took his own life. Yep, tragically took his own life. Comes out today. His lawyer's doing like a 45-minute video podcast interview, right? The man has police reports. The man has the investigation report from the district attorney and from the state police. All the fucking information that you could want on this case. He also has body cam footage. He also has surveillance footage, from where the accident happened. Here's the thing that shocked the living piss out of me, right? This lawyer who defended him from jump till right now being able to release all this information. And this isn't the shit he gathered. This is what he was given. There's a process of discovery in any kind of case where they have to release all the evidence to the defendant so the lawyers can mount their defense. The footage, the surveillance footage, and this is the shit I watched, shows Kyren Lacy driving. That's like a green car is what he's driving. The accident happens in front of him. Like this guy gets T-boned, essentially. I mean, the collision, fucking T-boned. Kyren Lacy, and I think the lawyer gave the exact distance, is something like 75 yards behind the accident when it happens. I mean, 75 yards. Think about that. 3/4 of a football field. Yeah. That's how far he is behind. And on the footage, he slows down, comes to a stop, because he just saw an accident in front of him. Oh shit! Slows down, comes to a stop, and then you see him drive around the accident. Which some people are gonna stop and see if everybody's okay, and some people are like, "Damn, that sucks. That happens." But I got places to be. Let me slowly get around traffic, not hold things up, and go about my business, which is what he does. It's probably 50-50 in that situation on what the fuck I would do. If this happens on my way to work and I see somebody get fucking T-boned in front of me, listen, I want to stop and help people, but I also can't be late to my fucking job, all right? Yep. Let me safely get around the accident and go about my day, which is what he does. When he does that and he goes around, right? It's under 100 yards is what it is. He's in the wrong lane of traffic for under 100 yards, gets back over into his lane of traffic, continues about his way. The police show up to the accident, and where this all stems from, There was one witness to this who put out a statement that Kyren Lacy was recklessly driving, speeding in the wrong lane. He's the one who caused this collision, this accident. He's at blame. He's at fault. And this is all the fucking police run off of. One witness who just happens to be, not to get racial on this, but a white woman. We're also dealing with the state of fucking Louisiana. All right. Anybody who's been down there knows it's a lot different down in the South, and especially in Louisiana, than it is in a lot of other places in this country. So this is what the entire police investigation goes off of. This is what the district attorney's investigation goes off of. And then you get the media outlets who get a hold of this. You get X, you get, fucking news outlets, ESPN, the whole fucking works. And the entire fucking country starts to pile on Kyren Lacy.
Yep.
Over and over and over and over again. So when this arrest warrant comes out for this, call it what it is, man. Basically a fucking teenage kid, man. I mean, not too far removed from it.
Yeah.
Think about all of us who are more advanced age and what our thought process and mental state is when you're a young man. And you've got the entire fucking internet. You've got the entire TV networks shitting on you, saying you did it. You're involved. Now you got police issuing arrest warrants. It's so fucking tragic that we as a civilization did this to another fucking human being, where even though he knows he's not involved, he's got his lawyer telling him he's good, I'm going to take care of you, the whole thing. But to put that young man in that fucking situation where his only recourse that he feels at the time is, I'm not getting out of this. Like, they're going to fucking bury me for this. I'm going to be known for it forever. And make that snap decision, I'm done. Like, I'm just taking my own life. That is one of the scariest and most disgusting things I think I've seen in a long fucking time, Fizz. And it's rough, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to start a show like this every fucking time, man, because this is tough to talk about, but
it is.
I thought it was necessary. I thought it was necessary. I mean, the only way we get better as a fucking world, as a civilization, as a human fucking species is to acknowledge this kind of shit, to make sure it never fucking happens again.
For sure.
It's absolutely insane. It was mind-blowing to me with this coming out, because it is night and day different than how it was reported, how it was portrayed, how he was portrayed.
Yeah.
Damn.
And to make it worse, bro, he's a guy, because I watched videos of him. Like, he was in school with Malik Neighbors. He was in school with Jaden Daniels. He looking at his brothers. These are guys that literally just went and took the world by storm their rookie season. So now he looking at it as these big bros. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in the league to play with them. I got that LSU helmet. Everybody know about LSU receivers, right? I'm coming into this league and I'm going to do what I do with my brothers. I'm about to set my family up for life. My mother, my brothers, my sisters, my whole family. And now one incident that I have nothing to do with, now I don't know what to do, because I'm in Louisiana. Same place that they still picking cotton in jail. I saw an interview. Anybody that watched Lil Boosie, that's my guy. Anybody that watched Lil Boosie, he's from Louisiana. I'll tell you right now, Mike, if you in jail in Louisiana, that movie Life, when they out there with the that is literally Louisiana right now. And Life, the movie Life of Martin and Eddie Murphy was back in the 60s or 20s, 40s, whatever it was. That is 2025 today in Louisiana. So I think him, Kyren Lacy, knowing he already got a bad media rep, regardless of what he is in the locker room and in the world of society, media already judges him one way. Now, one person says what he is and what he did, and that a whole world turned on him and add more fuel. Man, he thought about them long nights and them dark hallways, man, in prison. And maybe he thought he didn't have another way out, unfortunately. So I didn't know about this news until you brought it up. And yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is not the way I planned on starting my night, man. But it is a way that we need to start it off, because it's just a little bit of light, man, that if nobody else going to shine it, we definitely want to bring it to our table, for the audience, man, because that's not none that we ever want to see. And unfortunately, it continues to happen every single day in this world, especially in those southern regions of the world, man. But one person can change your whole life. And this one person that said he did it, unfortunately, ruined this man's whole future. So,
Whew.
yeah, that was a
Whew.
tough one, though, bro. That was a tough one. So, like I said, man, that was news to me, though, Mike. When you brought it up, I said, Kyren Lacy. I'm thinking, hold on, is this the same Kyren Lacy? And once I thought about it, you said, what happened? So for those that don't know, in case this is news to you, there is a video that's out of the actual accident and all that transpired in that situation. And pretty much he's an innocent guy. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter because he took his own life. So, you know.
It's already over with, man. It's already over with. It's the saddest thing.
It is, man. So we did want to shine light on that before we get started tonight. So I want to bring this up, man. Rest in peace, Kyren Lacy, man. LSU receiver. Shout out to him and his family, man. And Mike, man, it's Friday night. We didn't plan on starting like this, but I'm glad we did, brother, because now I want to bring a little bit of life back, man. I ain't gonna lie, I came in flat. And you kind of watching you talk, bro. I was like, damn, that shit kind of hit me, man. So let's see if we can lighten the mood, man. And again, rest in peace, Kyren Lacy, and the LSU family and his family. And we hope he gets justice some way, somehow, however they figure that out. So welcome to the show. It is Friday night. Let's get things started, baby.
Oh, you motherfuckers. You think you can do this to me? I'm the man up in this place. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I run shit here. I'ma burn this motherfucker down.
X Factor like Dez Bryant, my boy 88. Watch Dream Light when you living like a heavyweight. This ain't no 1 week thing, we grind like every day. Drop this on Fizzle Friday, cause that's my favorite day. And I'm gonna do it my way, cause that's my favorite way. They tried to put me on the shelf like I'm layaway. Told me it ain't no way, so I made a way. Welcome to South Harmon, I'm glad you here today.
Yes, sir, and we back just like that. Mike, I had some music I wanted to play. I had all that, man, but you kind of threw that on me, man, and you hit the light on me, man. So, but again, that's something that I definitely, because I didn't know before you brought it up. And again, man, we want to bring that light, man, on what's going on in the world, because a lot of that is swept under the rug. And unfortunately, in this life, a lot of people that make those calls never suffer the consequences. It's the other person that suffer the consequences, and they get to just walk around and live life. So hopefully that person is acknowledged and they get brought up to. And, you know, I don't know the future of what happens with that, but if you accuse somebody and you're wrong, man, something needs to start happening to these people, man, regardless of what it is. The same way the media smears the person, we need to start going back at these other people that's making up these false narratives. So, that's how we're going to end it. That's how we're going to leave it. But I'm glad we started off like that, because shout out Kyren Lacy, man, and his family. And again, that needed to be talked about. But Mike, man, before you brought that up, man, hey, how you feeling, brother? I know the mood was already off, but hey, man, how you feeling? You're looking good. You got your all black on, man. I said, my boy out here, he got his IWA, man. You know what I'm saying? Iowa with attitude, big boy. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? IWA is in the building. And what's good with you, big dog?
Feeling good, man. Friday is what it is. Let's go. Another long week at work. Got a whole weekend ahead of me too of more work, but it's good to break it up. And Friday night, no place else I'd rather be than with my guy. Missed last week, of course, so we back with a vengeance now.
Well, it's so crazy, man, because I thought about you. I said my boy wasn't in town. I said, I always try to think of new ways to just kind of bring in a new episode. What I'm gonna think this week, right? And a lot of times, Mike, my ideas come up the day of. Like I thought of this today, but I said, all right, let me look back, and I'm looking at all these bad teams, and I actually thought about you. I said my boy went out, made a move. I looked at what's going on with these bad teams, and a lot of the worst teams are teams that are new in the league, in a sense, like not storybook teams. You know what I'm saying? The Carolina Panthers, the Houston Texans right now, even though they're winning games, they look terrible winning. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they're winning games. They look terrible winning. So I just went and I said, you know what? What would the league look like right now? Because the NBA is talking about doing this. Why not the NFL, man? What if the NFL expanded the league? What would it look like right now if we added 2 teams, man? AFC, NFC. They got 7 seeds right now. What if we made it 8, right? what I'm gonna do tonight, Mike, and we're gonna add a little bit of fantasy flavor into it. Let's add 2 expansion teams, man. Let's add us an NFC and an AFC team. And what we'll do, we'll take certain players from different teams and kind of build us a team.
Ooh.
So
This is like a mix of Madden, ain't it?
exactly. So instead of us going, we ain't got to go too far in depth with the D line and the O line. We can though, but I'm just saying, I want to get tonight your best player for your franchise. Don't go, no matter the position. You give me your best player from any team. They got to give it to you because you the expansion team. It is what it is, right? You get your best player in the league, and then with each position, I think what we should do, because no franchise is going to say, "Hey, you're going to take my quarterback," right? That's not happening. But I think what we can do, if you look at a team like the Bengals, they have a Jamar Chase, they got a T. Higgins. I think we can go to certain teams that have that number 2 that's just like a number 1 and kind of take that player from that team. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, hey, you got too much over there. We need a little bit of that. Pay the taxes. You know what I'm saying? So
There you go.
And maybe we look at a team with a backup quarterback. Maybe we go back up, or maybe we just say, hey, man, this is our team. We just started off how we started off. So I did have a little bit of history on some expansion teams. I looked all that up, where they started, the records, how they started off. So I think tonight we're going to bring up some NFC, AFC expansion teams, get us right, and then we'll see how that affects us, taking away certain players from teams. And ultimately, it's almost like building a dynasty fantasy team in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's what tonight's going to bring. I see we got a couple of people up in the building, man. Jake was up in here pre-gaming. I told Jake, man, I don't know if he one of them guys, Mike, that just drink beers, eat glizzies, and then leave when the game come on. You know what I'm saying? He just sit in the parking lot and just parking lot pimp. So he always pre-gaming. Shout out my boy Jake, but he might want to miss this one, man, because Carolina right now, yeah, man, they look like an expansion team right now, man. They might need to expand at this point. My boy Mr. Wonderful said go Bills. They definitely don't need to expand anything. Ready for that new stadium, though, whenever they get popping. And what else we got going on, man? We got Pops in the building. Mike, you in, man? You look like you're frozen, bro. Are you still? Hey,
No,
bro.
no, we good.
I'm like, hold up. Am I tripping? My boy is like, are you doing a mannequin challenge? I just need to make sure we good, bro.
No, I was just the last time we saw an expansion draft in the NFL, I was preparing myself. I was trying to remember what the rules were. You know, what players were eligible to be selected in that expansion draft.
Yeah.
That was with the Houston Texans. Was the last expansion team we had.
2000, yeah. I got my notes tonight, man. I did a little bit of research, man. I got the records when they started off, all that good stuff.
Let's go, man.
My boy J Cap in the building, man. Trenton is in the building. He said, Toronto, Canada, man. He needs a team. Hey, man, that might be a time where that happens, brother. I mean, it seems like, especially if your boy Drake, man, once he stops suing the record labels, I'm pretty sure he can push for a Canadian team. But I don't know how to do with the Canadian League, the CFL, man. That seems like a working oil machine. Having an NFL team over there might shake all of that up. So we'll see about that, Trenton, man. But that's a good call. But Mike, I'm gonna say this, man, because I don't even think I started off. Did I start off with the thumbnail? I think I did. But I got all the teams on the map. If you had to go ahead and start out, bro, with a city, right? Because I thought about different ways of doing this show. I said, do I make an expansion team, or do we go through different cities? Because it's different states. Florida, all these different cities, they got multiple teams. I mean, the Raiders just left and went to Vegas, but they were in Oakland, right? You had the Chargers, you had the 49ers. Now you got the Rams in LA. So it's a lot of different teams in different regions. That Texas, you got the Texans and the Cowboys. Miami, you got Florida, you got Miami, you got Tampa, you got Jacksonville. If you had to give an expansion, maybe to a Canada, maybe to what Seattle has to say, where would you first land, and where will be your spot if you just had to pick on the map and say, for purposes that they need a team, or maybe for business purposes, somewhere that we know is going to generate a whole lot of money? What would be the first place you go to say this is where I need to be at, man?
Well, business purposes, if they could figure out the logistics of it, for money purposes. Their best place for the NFL to put an expansion team is over in Europe, like it is, right?
Mike, I don't know. I got to call you out on that one, bro. Listen.
For money purposes.
I'm going to say this. For money purposes of ticket sales, yes. But Mike, I'm gonna ask you this: if you're a player, franchise player going to free agency, would you ever sign a deal to go to Europe? That would be when the team would never win.
Like I said, if they had the logistics of it. Now, like some of the best proposals I've ever heard for expansion in Europe is you literally put a whole division in Europe, right? Like the whole thing. So the travel, right? They're gonna have their division games, right? They're gonna have 6 games where they don't leave the continent of Europe. And then when you bring teams over, like you have to bring teams over to play these overseas games, they hit everybody in the division at the same time, right? So it's a 3-week window of playing away games essentially for those teams. And the same thing conversely when the Europe teams come over and have to play out of division, they do it in 3-week windows. You know what I mean? Like they extend or prolong the length of away games in a row and the length of home games in a row, etc. So the travel doesn't become a big thing. But if you were to do that, and then we get to, you know, playoff time's no holds barred, you know what I mean? Like one of those Europe teams over there wins their division, you know, and gets the bye and then home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And like like, could you imagine like San Francisco, you know, having to travel over for a divisional game? You know, on a 1-week notice.
That's tough.
You want to talk about home field advantage? Like that travel would be home field advantage, right? So, you could see a Europe team, expansion team, win the fucking Super Bowl, you know, and make that run. And especially with the Super Bowl and how it's scheduled right now, they have the whole off week in between, you know, the championship game and the Super Bowl, so they could figure out their travel and how they wanted to do it. But yeah, could you imagine like a Super Bowl in like fucking Paris? You know what I mean? Like something along those lines.
I was just gonna say that the first year they going straight to the Super Bowl. I mean, not the team that necessarily, but the actual Super Bowl event is definitely happening. Yeah, 100%.
For the NFL financially, that would make the most sense. Now, I don't like it because it would involve the NFL figuring out logistics, and sometimes they suck at that kind of stuff and they make weird decisions that are terrible for everybody. Terrible for the players and player safety and, you know, jet lag and the whole thing. I fucking hate these Europe games. It's a passion, but it is what it is.
Mike, my biggest fear in a Euro game, I don't want to get injured over there, bro. I don't want to be in a hospital. Every time I hear about a player got sent to the hospital, man, hell no. Please, please.
Not in Europe.
Not in Europe. I don't know what's going on. They talking a different language. I don't know if they breaking my bones or if they stitching me up, man. Please get me out of here.
Well, and the fields over there that they're playing on are soccer stadiums, which aren't designed for NFL games, you know what I mean? For the cleats. It's a different type of turf. It's a different type of grass that they use. You see players slipping. You see all these, you know, Europe injuries. Now, it's not as bad as MetLife Stadium, which has claimed way too many greats over the past year, but is what it is. I think they could figure it out, though. But the money aspect of it would be there in Europe. For growing the game, there's a fervorish passion for NFL football growing in Europe. They've done a great job of expanding the game globally. That's the next step. That is the next step. And financially,
because you know how those soccer gets called football.
I think we could convert them.
Okay, I'm about to say because they don't like that, man. They don't like that football name. They be like, hold up, man. Soccer is football. I don't know what that is y'all playing.
We could convert them, I think. Once you got a full setup going and the atmosphere, and you had a couple years of everybody's got their passionate team, right? You know, and it'd probably end up being like country based. If I was the NFL, I would, you know, put one in France, put one in the UK. You know what I mean? Put one in Germany. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
So it becomes like the national team. You know what I mean? Like it's not a city team. Like we're divided in the NFL based on our city or our region, right? Sure. Like that's and we cross lines all over the place, right? Like you live in DC, but you're a Cowboys fan. I live in the Midwest, but I'm an Eagles fan. Like we cross lines around here.
Well, DC stand for Dallas Cowboys, though. But go ahead, brother. I didn't get you off.
but could you imagine though if you divided it by country, right? Like say you were to put 4 teams over there, and you know one in the UK. Well, you got all the British people they're not cheering for the German team. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I see UK all the way.
Hey, Dubai, they gonna have diamonds on the field over there, brother. You know what I'm saying?
But something along those lines. And if we're just talking strictly financial, now if you want to talk about actual success and like where it should be, it should be in the Midwest. There should be one in the Midwest. Since the Rams left St. Louis, there's a void. And the pitch I will give on why the Midwest, and I'll give Iowa, I'll give Nebraska some love. Missouri kind of gets by because Kansas City is, Kansas and Missouri, you know what I mean? A little bit. But we have a team in Illinois. But I look at the passion that college football has on Nebraska and Iowa, for example. We have no professional teams here in either one of those states, in any sport, right? So there's a reason that Nebraska sells out their fucking college football stadium, even when their team is shit, right? There's a reason that I live and die by the Hawkeyes, even though we haven't had an offense for the last 25 fucking years. You know what I mean? Our last great quarterback was probably CJ Beathard, for fuck's sake. That's where we're at. But we live and die by our football teams in the Midwest because we have nothing else. We don't have a local team. Everybody has to pick the Bears or the Vikings or, be a Cowboys fan if you grew up in the 90s. They got to do that. The Packers, for example, are another one. That's my second point, is Green Bay is not a metropolis at all. It's just it's basically a small Midwestern type town. And you see how passionate Packers fans are for their football, right? Even when their team isn't good or they're not realistically going. The same thing would apply if you were to put another team in the Midwest, right? Whatever that region is, they're going to drive from all over the state to go see them. They're going to sell out that fucking thing every single time. And the one thing I fucking hate that the NFL does, Vegas, the 2 LA teams, you still see it where the Chargers have been decent, right? But because it's the second team in LA and it's also the West Coast, the vibes are a little bit different. They play home games and most of the stadium it's the other opposing team. There's not this. The shit is coming out about the Rams now too, about like players are talking about this. The fake noise, right? Like the Rams fans ain't actually that fucking crazy for the Rams. These big market teams, sometimes nobody gives a shit. Like who lives there? They don't care. Their fan base
in those cities, bro.
Their
if
fan
I'm
base
in Miami, listen, it's too much popping in the city for me to be watching the Dolphins lose. You know what I'm saying?
But even look at it from like college football, right? Like, you know how passionate college football fan bases are.
Oh, for sure.
Go check the Coliseum when USC is playing there, and they're just above 500 type college football team. You know what I mean? And they're not out there dominating. That motherfucker's empty. Nobody cares, right? They do it for the TV markets, but we live in a day and age right fucking now where we got Sunday Ticket, we got Red Zone, we got games on Peacock, we got games on fucking YouTube, we got games on Amazon Prime. Like, the TV market shit has never mattered less than it does right now.
Oh, you're right.
Right? It's a national game, and it's broadcast anytime it's on. We're going to wake up on Sunday and have another 8:30 in the morning fucking kickoff because they're playing an international game. The TV market has never mattered at all. So if you're going to do it and you're going to put in an expansion team, it better be in one of these places where the fans are going to embrace it. And they don't give a shit if they're going to suck for the first 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. They're going to show out. They're going to buy the merch. They're going to buy the season tickets. They're going to show up. They're going to make that place hard to play at. The fans are going to bring the energy. Don't rely on, well, we've always just wanted a team in Vegas because, it's a Sin City. It's just going to be away teams that travel to this fucking thing. Like, hey, let's go watch the Cowboys play in Vegas, man. Like, fuck going to Dallas. I want to go to Vegas, Or if you're a Green Bay Packers fan, right? Like, Green Bay sucks, man. Like, we live up here. It's cold. It's gross. I'm glad they're playing in Vegas.
Michael was just in Dallas this weekend, so he still ain't got rid of he ain't adjusted to that Green Bay lifestyle of slow lights and no, you know what I'm saying? He wanted the flashy lights going on. So
I'll give you the Midwest. Okay. I also like this. Where SEC football is present is always a good one, right? Because all those guys are fucking insane about football, right? Like Bama, Mississippi, right? Like one of those would work. I know Louisiana already has one in New Orleans, but what about one up in Baton Rouge? Something along those lines. Arkansas would be a decent one.
I mean, you Memphis. Got the factory, LSU sitting right there. You got the factory right next door, right?
Memphis would be a big one. And the wild card that I have would be put a team in San Antonio, Texas. Another team in Texas. I mean, Texas is a huge fucking state.
It is.
They have a passionate football fan base all around there, right? It doesn't matter if it's Baylor or it's fucking Houston. They show up for college football. It don't matter who. SMU, they don't care. They want their football. Put another professional team in Texas if you're going to do something too. Put it in San Antonio.
Well, I'm going to ask you this one, Mike, because since you're talking, this isn't too far south. This is literally like East Coast South, like Southern East Coast, right? What you think about Virginia? Because the reason why I brought that up is because we have the Commanders are moving to DC. And that's part of the reason why I brought this show up today, too, because I saw the RFK Stadium is literally down to the scraps now. They have tore it down to the bones in a sense. So that new stadium is on the way. I pass it every Thursday and I think Monday on my way to work. So I see how they've constructed it down, and I know that traffic and everything else is booming down there. My grandmother don't even live too far from there. So I already know, man, the streets are going to be booming when this new stadium come, right? But I say all that to say, they say the DMV. That's like a big word, the DMV. We have Baltimore, which we don't really necessarily, I don't know if you know this, Mike, but Baltimore isn't necessarily a part of the DMV. Baltimore is kind of like their own world in a sense. Like they are like Philly. They're more like Philly than Maryland in a sense. I know they're a part of Maryland, but I hate when people be like, yeah, man, you from Maryland? How's Baltimore? Bro, Baltimore's a whole nother country. They are nowhere near, the lifestyle of where I live. But technically, we have the Ravens there. That's Maryland in a sense. The Commanders are DC. I think if you're talking DMV, man, you put Virginia, because a lot of fans from Virginia go up to DC to see the Commanders. We also had the Carolina Panthers. It's kind of like a pipeline from North Carolina up to Washington, and because a lot of those Carolina fans were Redskin fans before they got their own team. So I'm just throwing it out there to say, what if Virginia got a team, man? You know what I'm saying? I think they would really support this new team. Maybe they roll with the Commanders if they winning right now, but if they go back to their losing ways, I could see it being a nice like trail of Baltimore, DC, Virginia, and then Carolina, like all being a big mix of, I mean, that could be its own division in a sense if they really wanted to. So
yeah, definitely could. And that would be fun too. Like if you had that little realignment there and we made it more regional on the rivalries.
Man, because I'm still trying to figure out how the Cowboys ended up in NFC East. I have no clue what's going on.
Other than the ones that are already established, right? Like that one you wouldn't want to get rid of. But some of these division rivalries aren't really rivalries, right? They're dumb. But that's a good one. What about, listen, we've seen this in basketball and they just won a fucking championship. But I mean, for years, man, has there been like a tougher place to play than like Oklahoma City, even when they weren't good, man? But you see that atmosphere they have during the playoffs, it is fucking nuts there. It is absolutely ludicrous. Again, another state that is nutso for football that doesn't have a professional team, right? Like a lot of people that live in Oklahoma are giant Cowboys fans just by default, right? Like that's where they have to go. So
yeah.
Oklahoma City would be a great one. Another one that, I'm just talking other professional sports when you see them play there. We haven't seen the Trailblazers be good for a hot minute now, but Portland, when the Trailblazers were rocking, holy shit, they show out for it. Even on the Major League Soccer side, like Portland Sounders? Is that what they are? Or Lumber, I don't know what the fuck. Either way, whatever MLS team is out there, that stadium when they play those games is fucking crazy. It's going nuts. I'm probably gonna get some hate from like the MLS fans. I don't know if there's any in here, but I think it's the Seattle Sounders and it's the Portland, something to do with lumber. Portland Timbers. There we go. I think I got it now. Portland Timbers. But Portland would be another city. I just don't want to see them fucking put another goddamn team in California or Florida. Like they just can't support what they have, right? The Dolphins stadium always just looks so fucking miserable. It just looks gross.
Mike, people on the beach, man, they ain't got time to look at now. Even because I'm gonna be honest, I think even if the Dolphins were a Tom Brady Patriots type of team, people still wouldn't go until playoff time. Right. Once the games matter, they will go. But if you watch it on the 1 o'clock Sunday evening, who the hell want to watch football when I got Lil Wayne and every other superstar is in town at the club? I don't want to see no damn football.
It's just too there's too many fair weather fans in those kind of states. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because you have so many other choices
So
to
much
do.
stuff
Like, why
going
am I
on.
going to suffer through this? Listen, when I talk about Iowa football, it's with a passion, even though they just break my fucking heart. But what the fuck else do I have here? Well, you want me to go tip some cows? You know, I can't do that till it's nighttime. Otherwise, Farmer John's going to get pissed. You know what I mean? Like, that's a 2 a.m. thing. That ain't football time. There's not shit to do here, which is why Iowa consumes, like, per capita, the most fucking alcohol in the entire country. What do we got? Bars. Woo!
Yeah.
That's what we got, man. I ain't got a Lil Wayne concert to go to. You know what I mean? I ain't got some honeys, you know, wearing G-string thongs out on a beach I can go to. Like, our beach is a fucking river which smells like dead bodies, you know, and old catfish. That's what we get. And we got cow shit, and we got pig shit, and we got some corn.
Yeah. Well, you can't forget the corn, my brother. That's for sure. But I saw Dynasty as North Virginia or Norfolk, and that's a good question because I think North Virginia. This is the two-way thing, right? Because I see Dynasty Noob said that North Virginia South or Norfolk, and then Pops had brought up how the franchises don't want teams to be located too close, which the DMV thing will happen because a lot of, especially North Virginia, you will be closer to the Maryland side, which Norfolk is a little more south. But I will say, I mean,
what about this as a compromise, right?
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know the area like you. I'm making a snap judgment.
Yeah.
Put a team in Virginia, but get it as close to them hillbillies in West Virginia as you possibly can.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
There we go.
Get it close to those hillbillies where they come out of the fucking mountains. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Some of them deliverance type boys. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to purr them out. Those fucking dudes will spend money on football and booze and jerseys and face paint themselves
like Buffalo Bills fans. You know what I'm saying?
Psychos. You want a few psychos in your fan base.
Mike, all the stuff going on in New York, and you got the city of Buffalo where they just like. Don't get me wrong, the Giants and the Jets are definitely prominent. Well, most of the Giants prominent franchises, but you go to Buffalo and the fandom is real. Like the Giants fans come just to have a good time. The Buffalo fans,
it's like you hear the states, right? And I'll point out two things, right? Okay. For New York, Western New York, far fucking different than Eastern New York. You know what I'm saying? Like a much different type of people. You know, it's even different weather, even though it's the same fucking state, but it feels vastly different than New York City, right? Like there's no bright lights out there. It's Western New York. There ain't shit. The same thing could be said about the state of Pennsylvania, right? Eastern Pennsylvania, you think Philadelphia, you think that kind of shit. You get out into Western PA, there's nothing out there. Like there isn't shit out there, which is why Penn State is such a draw. Right? It's not the fucking Philly crowd that's, we're big
Temple.
Penn State guys.
It ain't Temple, right?
It ain't fucking Temple, man.
Yeah.
They have nothing else out there, so they rally around their football teams, which is why Buffalo is so fucking insane as an NFL fan base. It'd be very similar. You go to these western parts of these bigger states, right? Like Virginia. On one side, you got, the D.C. area. All I'm saying is move that shit out to same state. Just move it to the other end of the spectrum where there ain't fuck.
Nah, you're right. That makes sense. And Norfolk is not necessarily that far, but it's far enough that it's not like considered where I'm at. Like I work in Virginia on certain days, and if I had to drive to Norfolk, all right, bro, I gotta get some gas. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like a hop and a skip going there. So I think I know exactly what you're talking about, Mike. But I didn't say this. I looked up some stuff. We're going to go ahead and start getting our teams together. I'll let you pick your city. I pick my city. And let's kind of get this thing rolling, man. So I will say I looked up expansion teams. Dallas Cowboys, 1960. They went 0-11-1. That was the 1960 Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones had a team at that time. Minnesota Vikings, 1961. They went 3-11. The 1976 Seattle Seahawks. They went 2-12. So look from what I'm looking at, bro, it ain't looking too good. Tampa Bay Bucks, 1976, 0-14. They didn't win a game until their second season. The Carolina Panthers, 1995, they went 7-9. And of course, as you know, they went to the championship the second year or the NFC championship the second year. and looked pretty good. Jacksonville Jaguars, the 1995, same year as Carolina, they went 4-12, and the following year reached the AFC Championship. And then the Houston Texans, they 2002, 4-12. And they won their debut. Oh, of course, they won their debut game against the Cowboys, 19-10. Of course, right? They beat the Cowboys off a hype. That's it. But overall, though, Mike, from what I'm seeing, man, these expansion teams of, as you know, hot garbage. The Carr brother, I remember when he got drafted, and we all knew that Carr was not going to be running too long because the offensive line was just. I think he might have been the most sacked quarterback I've ever seen in history. Yeah. And then it happened like later on where I think somebody else broke that record. But Big
Joe
Bro
Burrow
Carr
got his ass kicked. Andrew Luck got his ass kicked.
Yeah. Big Bro Carr, man, had a rough time in the NFL. So, but yeah, Mike, starting off with these franchises, man, if we had to get it kicking,
I think we put some ground rules on it, right?
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you break some rules now.
All right. Do you want to do defense too? Because we kind of encompass everything here.
So I say this, right? Because I want to correlate it because I don't want to keep the show too long. We already 45 minutes in.
Okay.
So I know if we go too far in depth, we'll be like, damn, we'll be going position. We'll be here for 3 hours, right?
All right.
So I just say this. We pick the city. I pick my city. You pick your city.
Okay.
I don't want to take. That's like if I say, Mike, get your quarterback. You could easily say, give me Jalen Hurts. Like no, Philly wouldn't do that. You feel me? What I
say is we put the ground rules. It'll be only offensive players, and you can't pick a team's best 2 players. Right?
Oh, there we go.
And then as soon as we take one from one team, that team's off fucking limits, right? Like you can't take another player from their team.
There we go. So I just said let's keep it to the offense. But if you have a defensive player, because I do want you for your first, let's just say our first 5 picks. Because I want to go because I'm trying to correlate this to kind of like a fantasy team. So quarterback, you get your running back, your receiver, your tight end.
A fantasy team with a couple IDP spots.
Exactly. There we go. I like how that word is, right? There we go.
We got a little IDP action going on this draft.
We go that route, right? We go just a single quarterback, the single receiver, because we could fill in, I guess, towards the end if we had the time to get us a receiver too and running back up, whatever. But for our starting guys, the number 1 guys that we want going into the draft, I'm gonna let you pick your city, and I'm gonna also, Mike, while we live on the stream, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to create us a logo. You give me your team name. And I'm gonna bring the logo up, and we gonna create a real team. You feel me? So you give me your team name in the city. ChatGPT will give us a logo that we create, and then we going that way. So, what's the city that you gonna roll with, man? Give me your team name, and I'll give you mine on the fly. Cause I really didn't think of this beforehand, so we on the same page right now.
We're gonna go with the Des Moines.
Oh, hold up, Mike. You go over here. You really out here breaking it down.
Yeah, Des Moines Hogs.
All right. All right, now Des Moines Hogs. Hold up, bro. Can I get the spellation of Des Moines? Because I'm over here.
Desmoines.
Right. I don't even know if spellation is a word. I just made that up. But
okay, Desmoines. That's how everybody else says it. Want to be crazy. DES space MOINES. Come on, Fizz. It's the state capital of Iowa, for fuck's sake.
Bro, listen, man. I'm the wrong guy to be reading the map. All right. I was in history class in 10th grade rapping the Clips album, man. All right.
And we got to do it. Listen, I think you got to do it by city because there's only a handful of teams that their first name starts with an actual state. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Almost everything's city. Like, it's kind of weird to think about it, but do you know who they are? By the way, just off topic there. Which teams are named after a state and not the city that they're in?
Damn, you're right. That's a good question. Hold on, Mike. While I do this, say that one more time. You said Des Moines. Who? Hogs?
Hogs. Let's go, Hogs. I was going to go something with corn, but, the fucking state of Nebraska, for whatever reason, they want to be the corn state, even though, Iowa produces more corn. So it is what it is.
All right, what's your colors, man? Give me some colors, man. Give me some.
Give me some colors, man.
It'd be so, ways, brother.
It'd be so tough.
I'm giving you a real logo now. You're gonna have to represent it now.
It'd be so tough to not go black and gold, but that's Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Damn. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make it pop, man. Let's go. We're gonna go. We'll go orange and black,
All right,
or
man.
black and orange, because we're gonna mix it up. You know what I mean? Black would be the primary, orange would be the offset. Bengals got the orange and black, so we'll go black and orange.
All right, now I'm gonna let ChatGPT put this together.
Do its work.
So should I put the Iowa Hogs? I know you say you want to use the whole city.
Nah, Des Moines, man. We're going Des Moines.
Okay, all right. Because I know you say you don't know how many cities, and it's all right, cool.
Right. Well, most NFL teams are named after a city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Goes after a city. There's only a handful of NFL teams that are named after a state and not the city that they play in, which is crazy.
All right, let me put this together, Mike. Orange and black. Let me see. We're gonna put this together. While we do that, though, I want you to think about your player now. What now? Let me see. We got the Mad Hogs. All right.
Oh, I like the Mad Hogs. There we go, Trent. Now you're doing your
Trent out here, man, cooking. Trent been locked in all night.
All right, Fizz, I got the trivia question for you. There's 4 NFL teams not named after a city, named after a state.
You said, hold on, what? Say that again?
There's 4 NFL teams not named after a city. They're named
Just
after
a state.
just a state.
Damn. Let me see.
Only one of them's in the AFC.
Okay. So we got some NFC East, right?
None in the NFC East.
Hold on. I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, Arizona. Arizona.
There you go.
Right?
There's one. Yep.
All right. Arizona. Is Carolina? What?
We'll count Carolina. They're on here, even though they're named after a region. You know,
all right, that's what I'm about to say. Hold on now.
It's not like Arizona. It's the North Carolina Panthers.
Exactly.
We'll allow it.
Carolina. Seattle?
Nope, that's a city.
Okay. All right. Hold on now.
Beautiful city, by the way.
Yeah.
July.
All right. Let me see. Arizona, Carolina. I got them 2 out of nowhere. You said one is AFC.
One's in the AFC.
Yeesh. Trying to think. Give me a division, bro. I get one division. I don't want to hold it up.
Yeah.
I'm
AFC South.
Oh, AFC South. Houston, Tennessee, and Indianapolis.
Nah, that's a city, man. You said it though. You said it before.
I mean, I said all of them.
I know you did. Tennessee.
Oh yeah. You know what I was thinking about? Because you said Memphis earlier. I'm thinking about Memphis. You're right. Tennessee is. Yeah, I'm tripping, bro. I'm totally tripping.
Keep it moving for you. Last one's Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay. All right. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't have guessed that one because I was thinking it's so many teams, 16 teams. I'm trying to go through the list. But when you said Memphis earlier, that was on my brain of
you forgot Tennessee's a state.
Yeah. I ain't look the whole time. I forgot.
Oh,
bro.
Shit.
But I am creating it. So it's in the middle of creating. So I just say this. While I was doing this, I know you had a trivia. What's the position of need? Your first, I need to get this guy. Forget the position, the guy. Like, cause I know you thinking in your head, your franchise player in a sense, right? I will say this: the one rule I am going to break. One guy, your franchise player, you can give any player. Don't matter.
Are we doing the thing too where, like all these expansion drafts, especially if you go back to the last one, 2002, they give the expansion team the first pick in the rookie draft coming up too. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be key. It's going to be key for me. Like thinking about the 26 class.
Let's do it that way.
Okay. Right. So either you or I, doesn't matter who goes first. One of us is getting the first pick. The other one will get the second pick in the NFL draft.
You got the first pick. You got it.
Okay. Position of need then, if we're getting a top tier pick in the rookie draft coming up, I'm going to go someplace other than quarterback because a lot of teams, we made the rule, right? Quarterbacks wouldn't be on there because a lot of teams, their best players or best 2 players on their team, one of them is going to be the quarterback for sure. So you kind of get to slim pickings on teams. We can make that argument that their quarterback isn't one of their top 2 players on their team, and I don't want them fucking quarterbacks. Like, give me a rookie, bro. Give me a rookie. I'll make that pick at the top of 2026's draft instead. Yeah, I think if I was going to do it right with we're only doing a handful of defensive players, it's either going to be like an edge rusher or it's going to be a wide receiver for me.
Okay.
I think those would be the first 2 that I attacked.
So who's going to be then? You got to give me a guy. You
got to give you a
position.
guy. All right. Well, I'm thinking, right? Not the best 2 players on any of these teams. Damn, man. It's gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna stick with wide receiver.
Okay. For your first overall franchise play? Okay.
Yep, my first overall franchise player is going to be... Damn, man. All right, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Drake London.
Oh my goodness! First pick overall.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Now it fits all the requirements. I can't take the best 2 players off of a team, right?
No. Your best, the overall. I need this guy. You can take him from anybody. Anybody. I'm giving you other than quarterback, because quarterback, nobody giving him the quarterback. We ain't, quarterbacks, we got to take the backup. But I'm just saying, or draft. But any positional player you can get, defense or offense. You going Drake London?
Well, if those are the rules, then I'm taking Jamar Chase.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Any player, they gotta pick. You gotta give it up, man. This is fictional. We doing what we want to do. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And let's keep it 100. We trying to sell some damn tickets. So Jamar Chase right now in Des Moines, he doing his thing.
Dude, you ain't gonna like the Des Moines nightlife. That's for sure.
Will he have Jake Browning as quarterback? We don't know, but
he's gonna have Lenore Sellers throwing him the football next year.
Okay. I mean, now I will say this: you left him with T. Higgins, so at least the Bengals are like, all right, we got somebody left. You feel me?
Yeah. Better hope Jermaine Burton's something.
Yeah, man, don't get me started with him, man. I was a Jermaine Burton account until I wasn't.
All right, you're up, buddy.
Yeah, so it gave me Iowa. Bro. I put in.
We'll take it.
Yeah, it definitely gave me the Iowa Hogs. I put in the Iowa Des Moines, but it gave me the Iowa Hogs. So hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. But I did do that. I was trying to think of my city though, Mike. I'm gonna give you yours. Oh man, it looks so much better in black. Why did they give me the white and orange version? There we go. All right, this shows you right here, man. I ain't got no background.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get the black, and because it ain't highlight. But anyway, this is your logo, right? For the Iowa Hogs. I'm gonna get the better version when I can get it. So your first player is Jamar Chase.
That's what we're rocking with.
All right. So the rules are, once we get our franchise player, are we building quarterback, running back? You got your receiver, tight end, and then how many picks we making before we try to close this out? That way we know. You muted, bro. You muted.
Let's go 5. The 5 staples of your new franchise.
My boy Shemmy said, "Where's Shador going, baby? Hey man, he's a mime. He's a mime right now, man. He ain't talking. No audio. He was talking like Mike was just talking." That's a good one, Mike. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I like how you're rolling, brother. Damn. I'm over here because I gotta make my logo too. So I'm trying to think of my city though, Mike. Why I do this? Let me see. I'm trying to think of somewhere that I really want to be, like where I want to have my team at. You know, I'm a Maryland guy. I know right now Washington is playing in Landover, Maryland, but they need to get the hell out of here. Baltimore's already here, so I can't do that one. Let me think. Where would I have to put this franchise, Mike? You brought up some good points with Missouri and all that good stuff. But I can't be out there in the snow, Playboy. I can't have that one cracking, man.
San Antonio, Oklahoma City.
I like that Texas style.
They already got the Oklahoma City Thunder. You could have the Oklahoma City Lightning.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go San Antonio, bro. I like how you brought that up because Texas is big enough for another franchise that we know.
Definitely.
So
San Antonio, a beautiful city too.
I ain't been there, man, but I just said when the Mavericks traded Luka, I said, "Look, man, I'm with San Antonio now, man. I had to go ahead and roll up out of there, but we got Cooper Flag, so I'm back. All right, I'm back. I ain't
you back.
I'm back. As I make my logo and get all this together, though, I will say, if I had to get one player, Mike, and of course quarterbacks is out the way. You know me, I'm a CeeDee Lamb guy. I'm not gonna go that route though. I think if I had to start my franchise today. And I'm also say this: we picking coaches too. We getting
okay.
We're gonna go. We can't get somebody's head coach, but you can get from their tree or
their assistants.
Their assistants, right? We're gonna go offense and defense. So I say this: I'm gonna let you get your two coaches while I create my logo. Then I get my player and my two coaches. Yeah. Give me your two coaches, OC. Well, your head coach and Oh, you know what, Mike? Do you want to go defense? Let's just go head coach because the head coach.
Just give me a head coach.
Go head coach. Here we go.
All right. Well, if I'm going head coach and I can't pick somebody else's head coach, I'm going and I'm snatching Brian Flores out of Minnesota to run my franchise. They did him dirty down in Miami.
Yeah. Well, he did sue the NFL too, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair. They did him fucking dirty. I'm bringing B-Flow back to a head coaching job. And the way he gets that Vikings defense to play with, I mean, how many actual like superstars are on that Minnesota Vikings defense? Truly.
Yeah.
Not very many. Not very many, man.
Dang.
Harrison Smith's like 90 years old. Still doing it back in the back end. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me B-Flow to run my fucking franchise.
Damn, that's tough, Mike. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a funny part. Because I did think of this one ahead of time. So I will admit I did think of this part for the coaches. And I looked at my boy and I said, damn, I would love to get Sean McVay for my team, but I can't steal him right now. Mike, man, I got to pull this one out of the hat, brother. And I see Dynasty News pull this one. He said, bring Bill back to the NFL. I don't know, man. Maybe his girlfriend might come, man. We might have hired her as an assistant. I don't know. But I'm going to say that for Mike. I got to do it. I got to hold it down, man. I'm going to go prime time, baby. Deion Sanders, man. He leaving up out of Colorado, baby. I got to
San Antonio.
Got to bring prime
That's
back
good.
to the. Got to bring him in NFL, man. The Cowboys didn't do it. We gonna do it. We gonna get my boy in San Antonio. He already wear the cowboy hat all the time anyway. We gonna prime time in San Antonio, man.
I can get with that. I'm sticking to NFL knowledge. You know, like a little worrisome about on an expansion team bringing in a college coach. But hey, we'll do it. If I had to make a second choice, though, now thinking about it, since you went and plucked from the college ranks.
Yeah.
I really like what Dan Lanning's putting together out in Oregon, you know.
Okay.
I mean, what he's doing and the way he gets his players to play out there and kind of
so,
what he's
doing. So I say,
would
would that be your pick or would you stick with Flores?
I stick with Flores. I want that NFL knowledge, that experience.
All right, hold on.
Want to keep him.
All right, well, I got my logo, man. San Antonio Big Dogs, man. We're gonna see what's good with them. But I'm going prime time with the head coach. And I think my one player, Mike, so we can keep it going. My big name, big player that I'm gonna take from a franchise. I think I gotta go this guy, man, because he's very inspiring, man. And I just saw him recently, brother. And the boy's a dog, man. I think I'm gonna go the same position as you. It sounds crazy because I really want to go defense, man. We disrespect the defense a whole lot, man. And not us. I'm just saying in general. But man, I want to do what I want to do because I want to do it, Mike. And I'm going my boy Puka Nacua, man. I'm going Puka, baby.
Yeah, Puka. There you go.
I'm going Puka, man. I watched my boy graduate from his rookie season to now. And I'm gonna say right now, Mike, he in his bag, man. The dude, I'm watching him. He signed with Jordan. I mean, I even heard he got beef with his ex-girl, man, and maybe I think he didn't got too big for it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he switched up. I don't know, but I just know my boy Puka right now is the face of the LA Rams, and I don't even know if he's a face of a franchise type of guy. But damn, I don't know. I don't know if I want to pick Puka, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go Puka. I'm gonna stick with my guy. I think I'm gonna go Puka, man. That's my dog. I love me some Puka right now. Damn, they gave me the most generic logo like they gave you, but we're gonna stick with this one and see what's up. But yeah, so San Antonio Dogs, they gave me I typed in a big dog, but we're gonna go with the Dogs. I'm gonna go with Puka though, Mike. We're gonna take Puka up off the Rams. Sean McVay got to figure out what he gonna do. He got Devontae Adams, he'll be straight. Now we get to the other positions, Mike. We don't take the franchise quarterbacks, of course. We get one rookie pick. You get pick one, I get pick two. You take a quarterback there, you take a running back, whatever you want to do. So we're going to go quarterback, running back. We both got our receiver, tight end, and then we'll throw in an extra 2 or 3 just to do it. So
there you go.
I'll let you call it on what you want to spend your rookie pick on or what you want to do with your positions. I'll let you go first.
Oh, I'm going to stick with a position player.
Okay.
Right? I'm not going to go running back because there's so many good ones. I think I could find another one there. And I fucking hate the tight end position. I'm going to cheat a little bit since we talked about defensive guys too. Right?
Okay.
But I'm going to go Travis Hunter.
You trying to switch it up on me, huh?
I get Travis Hunter. And unlike in Jacksonville, I got a plan for how to use Travis Hunter.
Okay. That is technically the number 2 on his team. So I like that. I like that call. That's a good one. Damn. I wasn't expecting that one, Mike. You kind of went left field with that one on me. I like that call though, because you kind of got a number 1 pick, but it's a second guy on his team. So that's a good sneaky pick what you just got on me, bro. You pulled a fast one on me. I'm gonna give you that one. Now that was a fast one. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, because I'm sitting here thinking about oh man, that's tough, Mike. You just got me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna try to advance you on this one because you got the upper hand on that receiver thing. And even though we haven't talked a lot about him, I'm a super reach with this one, Mike. Technically, right now, I think he's listed as the number 2 right now because of his production. So you let me know if I'm cheating or not. I'm gonna go Coastin Loveland at tight end.
Nah, you're good, man.
Because he hasn't played, he ain't did nothing. I'm just trying to hurry up and get the best prospect at the number 2 tight end position.
I like it.
I'm going Coastin Loveland just to try to cheat at the tight end position and get it out the way.
Well, then you went Coastin Loveland. I'm gonna take a rookie pick here. All right.
Okay.
I'm going Lenore Sellers to run my franchise.
Mother father, man. You mother father, man.
Lenore Sellers to Jamar Chase, and Travis Hunter is going to play some offense for me.
Man, this dude cheating, man. He going to find any tight end. He don't give a damn about the tight end position. Damn, Mike. Sheesh, that was tough. And we can't take people best position. Now, I could go one of these rookie running backs. I could go rookie quarterback. I think what I'm going to do, Mike, to be honest with you, I would have loved had went Jalen Warren last year, but this year he is the guy. I'm gonna ask you this one because it's another cheat code I'm bringing up. Is RJ Harvey still the second number?
Yes, he is.
Okay, all right,
yes,
cool.
He
We're
is.
going RJ Harvey at running back. He is my starting running back. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna let you answer yours, and then I'll give you my runner-up for number 2. But I'm gonna go RJ Harvey and Coastin Loveland right now. And RJ Harvey, Coastin Loveland, and Puka Nacua right now.
That's not bad because I was thinking about RJ Harvey too. I was like, well, J.K. Dobbins is number 1 still.
He is.
He ain't taking over.
He is.
He ain't taking over. RJ Harvey. Man, so I got. Oh.
We got your QB out the way. So you got your tight end. And we got to go defense, man. We got to get some defensive players some love.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a defensive player. I love this kid.
Now defense though we know goes a long way, right? We know not like it can't be Micah Parsons and Roquan Smith and those type of guys, but
we're talking number 2s, and with Nakobe Dean coming back, man, I want Jihad Campbell.
Okay. Okay.
He's the number 2 at his position on his team. I know he's their first round pick, but I love the way that kid plays. Love him. Fucking goat.
I like that call, man. I like that call. Damn, Mike. I just had a guy. So you went. So are we doing position? You just going just one defense?
No, I took Travis Hunter. I'm gonna mix it up here. I don't have a lot of interest right now in wide receiver or in a tight end running back.
I know.
So
Hey, you shouldn't. So I just gotta hurry up to get the best number 2 that I can think of at the moment.
Well, I got one more too.
Here you go. I say this, Mike, and you know me, man. I guess I got to do it for the culture, bro. I got prime time. I got to go get Shador, man. Shador gonna be my quarterback, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got to go with Shador. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna go with Arch Manning, but we can't go the way we can't go if prime time ain't the coach. So I'm going, my boy. Wrist watch, Rolly watch. Time's up.
Time's up. Shador Sanders with the Rolly in the arm.
Yes, sir. I'm going Shador Sanders as my QB1, baby, with the prime time, with Puka, with RJ, and with Coach and Loveland, man. We got a lot of juice going on here. Got a lot of juice, Mike.
Listen, we can make a trade too if you want. You know, you want to put Travis Hunter back with Shador and Coach Prime.
Damn,
let me know. You just let me know.
Trade with though. You ain't getting Puka.
No. You can keep Puka. No. Listen, I'll trade you Travis Hunter.
Okay.
I'll trade you Travis Hunter. You let me have your next 2 picks.
Because I didn't use my rookie pick. You all right about that?
Give me 3 in a row. I trade you Travis Hunter. I get the next 3.
That's tough.
This is like draft day.
I'm gonna be honest, Mike.
What's your next 3 number 1s?
We gonna make that deal because I gotta bring it back. I gotta bring it back. The only reason why I'm gonna bring it back is because Coach Prime gotta have his boys, man. So I'm going Prime, I'm going Hunter, and I'm going Shador. And that's how we gonna do it, baby. So I'm with you. You snuck one out on me. I ain't thinking about that one until I made my picks, but I don't need to go defense on the rookie side. I'm gonna go with my guys on offense, man. So you got me on that one, Mike.
All right, good. All right, so I got the next 3 picks. I'm rushing up to the podium to take Cooper DeJean.
How many picks you got? Damn.
Well, I got my own and I got your 2.
I see.
Cooper DeJean, welcome to Iowa. Welcome back, baby.
Goodness. I knew you was going to go this exciting lights, man. I knew that was coming, man.
Bringing him back. Bringing Cooper back. And then, listen, I got some rookie pick here we're going to throw in. You know, I wasn't excited about my running back prospects, so I'm going to go out and snatch Jeremiah Love up as my starting running back.
Yeah, that was probably gonna be my pick, man. Before I went RJ Harvey,
and then I mean, if we're really talking about it, we're gonna throw in. I got a couple defensive players. I'm gonna get my 3rd. Ruben Bain, rookie out of Miami. Let's go. He might be the number 1 pick next year in the NFL draft. So that's my guy.
I'm trying to find my image that I pulled up for my. They gave me my logo, but I can't freaking find it.
I got to do it right, Castle Black. I know it's not the Eagle you thought I was going after. We'll get Jihad. We'll get Cooper. Listen, I'd love to take Quinion, but the rule says I can't take the number 1. So, listen, I'll go with the number 2 corner.
So, I ain't going to lie, Mike. I never went. Let me see. All right. They is not trying to let me find my image. But so, how many picks you got, man? Because I need to get my defense on, bro. Come on, man.
You did. You got Travis Hunter. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. I was going to say, Mike, I couldn't find my logo. I was going to say, look, well, my logo will be Media Man. All right, I got Media Man is the damn logo, and that's just what it's going to be. But they got the San Antonio Dogs. I don't know how scary we are, but that's our logo right there. All right, we got the San Antonio Dogs.
Got that dog in you.
The Hogs and the Dogs, man. We got it going down, baby. But I never got my. So you got Cooper DeJean. What? So you got 2 future picks. You don't get to announce them picks. You can just stash them in the cut, right?
No, I made them already.
All right, bet. Because I didn't get my defensive pick on from a team. And Mike, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's a lot of these defensive guys out here that's balling. I'm in 2 IDP leagues right now. And unfortunately, man, we can't fill in the other league that people keep leaving us on, man. Me and Mike is in this at the shit IDP 202 or 102. 202. Come on, man. We got to get that thing filled up, man. Your boy love his team. Well, now that Tyreek gone, I might not love it as much as I thought I did, Mike. But hey, we ain't speak about that, man. While I look up this team, what you think about this Tyreek Hunter move, man? This injury. When I saw it happen, yeah, Tyreek Hill. When I saw it happen live, Mike, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what happened. I didn't even know it was him. And then the replay came, and then of course you go on X, and everybody mother showing his leg bent this way and his leg. Man, what you think about his career? What's next, and what it's looking like, bro?
Yeah, he's for dynasty purposes, he's like right on the cusp of being droppable.
It's tough.
I mean, that was a brutal knee injury, right? We're talking multi-ligament, right? And you're talking a guy whose game is built on speed and is old. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, for dynasty purposes, you hate to see it, but Tyreek Hill just went from falling in value to no value. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's tough.
I think, dude, if you get a fourth for him, you just take the fourth. Like this is where we're at. Yeah. Guy said, I'll take a third for him. Me too. Gladly.
Guys, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. It's just sad to see the cheetah. If it was his arm, I wouldn't even feel no type of weight. But the fact that it's his leg, it's like
his knee. And yeah, we know how bad those multi-ligament knee injuries are to recover when you're 27, 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Do it at 31, going on 32, when your game is built on speed. Now, he is a freak athlete, and we have seen freak athletes recover, and make miraculous recoveries, but he was already at the later stage of his career as it was, Like, this isn't Adrian Peterson in his prime tearing his knee up and then coming back and doing what he did. This is Adrian Peterson on the Saints tearing his knee up and then trying to come back. Like, that's where you're at. So,
and he's already admitted that he didn't want to be in the NFL probably in the next 2 or 3 years anyway. Right. He pretty much said he wanted to be done while he was young. So, unfortunately, like I said, I want to look that up while I was looking at my team. So I just say my defensive pick, Mike. I'm gonna ask you, Matt. There is some rules to this. We are talking best defensive players that we can't take from my team. You took Cooper DeJean because your defense is clearly the best. So you got 100 names you can pick from, right?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna ask you if this is the reach, because I don't want to reach. Is Jared Verse a reach?
Oh, that's the best defensive player on the Rams. Come on.
I knew it was. I just want to ask. I tried to cheat.
What Bryce Harper say in that interview? That's a clown question, bro.
I tried to cheat, Mike.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How many other Rams defenders can you name?
No, I want to cheat, man.
If the answer is fucking none, Fizz.
I say this. One guy that the Rams got this summer, and I'm not mentioning him. Commanders got rid of him. Cam Curl. Cam Curl is balling right now, Mike. I don't know if you paid attention, bro. Cam Curl is balling. But he ain't Jared Verse, though.
He ain't fucking Jared Verse. All right, Jesus.
He ain't Jared Verse. So I take that back. All right, cool. Damn, Mike, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted my boy Verse so bad.
I swear to God, if you ask me, is Myles Garrett the best?
No. I try to cheat, man. I try to sneak.
What about Michael Parsons? You think
I'm gonna ask you this. How you pronounce? I think he played for the Chargers. Actually, I don't know if you knew this, Mike. I know his name now. He's Big U from LA, the one that is locked up right now. Did you know about his son?
His brother?
No, his son. Big U, the Crip that's in LA. He's locked up on the RICO charges. His son is Henley from the Chargers. That's his son.
That's his son. No shit.
That's his son. Yep. Go look up Big U's real name. That's his son right there. I think it's
Henley's a hell of a fucking player too.
I was gonna take him. That's my next pick.
There you go. I would agree. He's probably not clear by default the best player on the Chargers defense.
All right. Well, we're gonna roll with Henley because he's 25 years old. 2 years. He underneath the hardball tree. He done already got his skills. Now it's kind of come over to my defense, baby.
All right. You can do that.
I bet. Because I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of names, but I started thinking more and more like, damn, these guys already official on their team, and I can't take these dudes. So I think I'm gonna roll with Henley though, man. I think he's gonna bring that West Coast love, California love over here to San Antonio. But
Like,
I don't
I
know
could
if you knew
go-
that though, Mike. He's Big U's son though. I found that out doing the Rico information that I read.
I'm trying to think of like tight ends who are number 2s that I'd want to take. You know,
Well, I give you one that was my runner up, and I know you don't really like this guy in fantasy. I was thinking Isaiah Likely though.
and that is a reasonable one. But if I'm gonna go that deep, listen, we put the fucking team in Iowa. Noah Fant. Welcome back to Iowa.
Shit, there we go. All right, I can respect that. I can respect that. Because I'm gonna be honest, my running back runner up. Because I didn't want to say this until you picked yours. I was thinking about going Tyler Algier, man. I thought Tyler Algier might have been my guy. I think right now, especially in Atlanta, every time Bijan, as you see, I see you in the Discord all the time. F you, Algier, because Algier always get a damn touchdown every single freaking time. And I just figured maybe if Algier had the job and Bijan got hurt, he could be doing what we think. He's not Bijan by any means, but he's a competent running back, man, at times. So if I had to steal me a number 2 running back, other than RJ Harvey currently, I think Algier would definitely might. If I had to think about it, he's like my runner-up right now currently.
Well, ended up with 3 defensive players and filled
Yeah, you
quarterback,
cheated.
running back, wide receiver, and tight end. It feels pretty good. Feels good.
So give me your list and your team,
All
where
right.
your city is, and we're gonna see what's good.
The Des Moines Hogs
The Des Moines Hogs. All right, there we go.
are starting at quarterback.
Orange and black, baby. Orange and black.
The 101 of 2026 rookie class, Lenore Sellers.
Mm.
A running back, thanks to a trade with Fizzle Dollars and another expansion team down in San Antonio.
Yeah, an expansion team giving away picks, right? We make it make sense.
We will be starting Jeremiah Love at running back.
Damn.
At wide receiver, Jamar Chase. Welcome to Iowa. Catching bombs from Lenore Sellers.
Damn it.
And Noah Fant for the feel-good memes. Welcome back to Iowa. That's the tight end. On the expansion team with just Jamar Chase as a pass-catching weapon, Noah Fant should actually get some targets, you know? We got to use him. We got no other choice. And then on defense, listen, we raided the cupboards of Philly. We had to. On the back end, Cooper DeJean has got us an exciting white. We also stole Philly's Jihad Campbell. Thanks, Howie Roseman, for doing such a good job of drafting. And then also thanks to the Fizzle Dollars trades, put me in a position to draft what might actually be the NFL 101 next year, Ruben Bain Jr.
Damn. This sounds like a Mike Dynasty trade as well. This sounds like some shit that Mike does in league. So don't be surprised, okay? I'm in San Antonio. I got the big dogs, man. I got my boy Shador Sanders. I got Prime Time as my coach. Mike, you ain't even mentioned your coach. Brian Flores is your coach.
B-Flow on that. With those defensive guys I got too. Oh my God.
I'm going Prime Time. I'm going Shador. I'm going RJ Harvey. I'm going Puka Nakua. I'm also going Coastal Loveland, since he was technically the backup right now, currently on his team behind Komet. And we're going Travis Hunter, baby. He's going to be our defensive guy. And we got my boy Henley. You know what I'm saying? Big U. We got the Crips rolling with us. So if you're talking smack, man, you're getting smashed down. You feel me? So I'm just saying, man, it's all good. I ain't gonna lie, Mike. We might sell more tickets and then getting wins, but we're gonna have us a good time. You feel me? It's gonna be a good time in San Antonio, baby.
Dude, I think the Iowa squad that I built, you know, we might be the you remember when the Jaguars were the expansion team within, was it 2 years? Was it the second year or third year?
Yeah, it was because I literally, it was the second year. They played the Broncos, right? They
AFC Championship game. Well, they went to I think they were in the AFC Championship game already their second year.
I literally just
that was Mark Brunell. Mark Brunell
Bro,
and the boys.
Listen, my brother's a Jaguars fan. Trust me.
Tony Baselli.
I would never not stop hearing that one, bro. I think that was when he became a Jaguars fan. If I ain't gonna lie, Mike, do you know any Jaguars fans? I want to ask you.
Not right off here.
Okay, all right.
Oh, no, man, I can't name one.
Yeah, Jaguars 4-12 their first year, reached the AFC Championship in year 2. So yeah.
And then the Panthers weren't too far behind. Was it their third year that they were in the NFC Championship game?
Second
or maybe
year.
that's second year as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Both expansion teams at
and they both came in the same year.
95, 95, 96. Yep.
Okay, yeah, 95, 96. Yeah.
Damn.
So just imagine 2 expansion teams coming in.
Reach
Come
it.
on, Trenton, man. Mike, this is what Mike does, brother. This is what he does. I let him win, man, because that's what I like to do, man. Let my boy feel good.
The minute you took Dion, I was like, okay, we're thinking. And if he goes and he doubles down on Shador as his quarterback, listen, I got a great trade piece right here.
But I'm going to be honest, though, Trent. This is the reason why I had to do it. Because Prime got to get all his weapons, baby. I think the Travis Hunter we seeing right now in Jacksonville, we all know that ain't the Travis Hunter that was drafted. It's more so a Trevor Lawrence thing than anything. But
Yes.
I think Prime being an expansion guy and bringing in Travis and Shador, we might not win a lot of games, but damn it, we're going to sell some tickets. We're going to have us a good time, man. All right? That's all. That's what it's about, man. We don't plan on winning, but what, 3 games? Jaguars won 4. Houston, Texas won 4. Let's give us 4, all right? We're going to win
Why
4
not?
year 1. We're going to win 4.
Why not?
It's some NFL teams currently that's not expansions that might not win 4. I can tell you that right now. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be, Mike. But I will say, man, how would you feel about realistically 2 expansion teams in the NFL though?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun, right? It would be, especially if you got them in a nice location. You're gonna have to realign all the divisions, right? Because we had this symmetry of 4-4-4-4 across 16 teams in each, and now we'd have 17. So there's gonna be one division at least that's gonna have 5 teams in it. But I also think it's the perfect time to redo the divisions, and redo the AFC and NFC, balance it out, and then do a lot more stuff regionally. You know what I mean? Where the travel isn't bad. Like some of them you're just gonna have to keep, right? Dallas is gonna have to stay in the East.
Got
right?
to.
They just have to because of all the history and the rivalries between those.
Arizona got up out of there. Wasn't Arizona there before?
They were, but they were never good. So
they should have never been there. Yeah.
No one ever cared. Right? I mean, the last time Arizona Dallas was like a rival, was it Jerry Maguire? Right?
Hey, you had me thinking like, huh?
Jerry Maguire?
Nah, for real though.
Show me the money.
Nah,
that's the last time. Monday Night Football. Yeah, that was the last time anyone gave a shit about Arizona Dallas game. So, yeah, I think it would set up for something pretty interesting as far as being able to kind of adjust it. Like the AFC South, there's not a lot of history between those teams. Nobody really gives a shit. NFC South's kind of in the same boat. The West Coast divisions, like Seattle, Rams, San Francisco, all that shit's got to stay in that division.
I mean, think about the AFC West. You got Kansas City sitting in there with the Raiders.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Chargers and the Raiders are right with the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, that's what's going on here.
But I still think they could figure it out, like how they wanted to do it and like really get everything aligned a little bit better and equal it out. So it'd be fun.
I mean, yeah, I do believe so, but I forgot. You know what? I forgot about just adding 2 teams with the 4 team in each division. That would make it a little tough. I will just say, when we think about what's going on in the NFL, you got all of this new money, right? They got these new these new contracts, the expansion of these platforms, the ESPN $30, $29.99 packages. They got stuff all over the place, Mike, right? So the NFL making money. And what more do billionaires want? More money. So I think another couple franchises wouldn't hurt. I just don't know how good the teams would be, especially teams like the Cleveland Browns, the Panthers. There's a lot of franchises right now, man. The Houston Texans seem to be backtracking to what they were a while ago. Man, I just don't know what the success rate of this new franchise would be. But hey, man, we all love football. We all head for it. So I ain't gonna represent it, but I damn sure wouldn't mind seeing them, bring out a new team. I would just feel bad for the new rookies that go to these teams because they ain't gonna have no success probably for most of their career, man, with a new franchise. So you never know though, man. Anything can happen, anything's possible. And if they take our route and steal some players, man, they can create whatever they want. So
I think what they should do, to be honest, too, if you wanted to put in this, let's do something crazy with like how they figure out to do playoffs, right? Like we could still have the divisions to keep the rivalry games, right? Like the stuff that you want to see, the home at home, right? You want to see 2 Eagles-Cowboys matchups every single year, that kind of thing. Everybody's got their protected 6 group of games, but I honestly think if you did away with the whole AFC NFC thing, and then when it came time to playoffs, right? Like you could still do division winners get an automatic berth, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody else is just going to be seated on total record, right? Mm. Like how you figure it out.
The NFC South would never be in it. You know what I'm saying? Well, now with Tampa maybe, but before that it was.
But you know what I mean? Like let's just do the best 16 teams across the board, right? Just top to bottom. Let's go.
I like that.
Everybody's gonna have their 6 games that are protected, but everything else will rotate the schedule all over the place where we're not playing NFC teams or AFC teams. And when it comes to playoff time, like, do you imagine like a 3-4 matchup? Where it's like the Eagles versus the Bills, week 1 of the fucking playoffs, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like we get, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to see this.
Nah, I'm with you, bro. I think if Netflix get more games, they probably would do that because the Netflix to me seems like the one place. It's like wrestling. It's like the Royal Rumble, bro. Anything's possible. And Jake Paul is pretty much taking over boxing with Netflix. I think the NFL could do the same. One thing I learned about the NFL is so traditional. They so old school with a lot of stuff. I don't know how far they would go with that, but I love that idea because I think it was brought up a couple years ago where the best team should make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of bad teams that win their division. What was that year? Carolina won the division at like 7-9 or something. It was like, huh?
Right.
What are they doing in the playoffs?
If you want to make the divisions bigger, you know what I mean? If you really wanted to do that or something along those lines, or do away with divisions altogether and just keep the rivalry games, right? Maybe this year the Eagles don't get the Cowboys at home, but next year Dallas comes to Philly. You know what I mean? Like we're still going to have that intrigue. It's going to mean more. Do away with all the division format in general, other than NFL will keep the biggest rivalries to make sure they play each other every year. But other than that, fuck it, do away with the divisions, do away with the conferences. At the end of the year, the best 16 teams are in the playoffs, right? And we're just going to seed you by your overall record, top to bottom, right? And let's have some actual good matchups where, shit, if there's only one NFC team that's worth a shit to getting in the playoffs and all the power lies in the traditional AFC, I want to see the best teams in the playoffs, and I want to see the best matchups start to finish, right? Yeah. You can still give out your buys and make your playoff structure however you want, but it needs to go to the best teams regardless. Like last year, for example, it's so shitty that like the Vikings and the Lions that are playing last week of the season to decide who wins the division, who gets home field advantage, who gets a bye, and like you could clearly see at that point in the season, right, with the records that they both have, they're both 14-2 going into that game. Mm-hmm. Like one of these teams is going to have to play in the first round, and they're going to have to play on the fucking road because we still have this division thing. That's insane to me. That's nuts, right? It needs to be
the best should play the best, bro. It is what it is.
Where if the Lions were the number 1 overall seed because they won that, grant they get the perks of being that, but maybe even if Minnesota loses that game, we're like, hey, they're the number 2 overall seed. Yeah. They get a bye and they get home field unless they play the fucking Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm with you. I mean, I think this league right now is they're so old school that I don't know if they believe that will work, but us as the fans know that will work. That's something that we all want to see. And if we talking competitive nature of this sport, this league, we want to see the best versus the best, man. We don't want to see just because you won a division that was so winnable that you just automatically, no knock on the Patriots, no knock on Buffalo, because they are good teams and they were good teams when the Patriots was there. But man, that AFC East seems to be Tom Brady era, Josh Allen era. We don't have to worry about nobody winning those divisions. Josh Allen will probably never lose his division as long as he's there and healthy. It just is what it is, man. That AFC East has its moments.
I mean, if they're gonna do it too, like let's go fully to this proposed schedule, which I love. Like the NFL really wants 18 games. Like they're gonna try their damnedest to get it, and there'll be player safety concerns in the whole works. But if you do 18 games, please give every team 2 buys.
2 buys, yeah. 100%.
And if we're going to do this Thursday Night Football, which I love the ability to watch NFL on Thursday night. Now, sometimes the games ain't always the greatest, which it's Thursday night. It's a short week, right? It's a physical fucking game. It's hard to get those people up. But if you do 2 bye weeks, before you play on Thursday night, you're on a bye.
Yep.
You're on a bye. Mandatory across. So if we're going to start these in week 2, you know what I mean? Or we're going to start them in week 3 or whatever it is so we hit all these teams. Starting that week, the week before, the team's on a bye. They get a full fucking week of rest. They come in, they play Thursday, and then they get an extra 2 days of rest before they go back to regularly playing on Sundays or Mondays or whatever the hell they're going to do. But you're going to do an 18-game schedule, then hell yeah. Let's have 2 bye weeks for these teams. And then we'll make Thursday night games like, hey, both teams are coming off a bye. You know what I mean? Let's go. Both teams coming off a bye. Let's rock. They're both rested. We might get some really good Thursday night games.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And speaking of Thursday night game, man, before we get up out of here, Mike, Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I know you're gonna be locked in. That's next week. That's next week. What's this week, Mike? Is that this week?
Last night, man. The Rams Niners.
I'm tripping. Today is Friday. I'm bugging. That's next. So next Thursday, Philly versus the Giants. Jackson Dart. First start officially. No, he officially started versus
second
the
start
Chargers, and he looked good, right?
Yep, got the win.
Scatterbo looked good. I remember my boy T-Rock saying that he thought that the Saints would be the time where Dart starts, but fortunately for him and the Dart and the Giants, he is starting now. No neighbors. AJ Brown. It seemed like he calling for the ball more, and we know what happened last year, Mike. When AJ Brown said, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball," they went out there and said, "All right, you got the ball, man." Hey, Jalen Hurts even came with the iced out chain and said, "This is what y'all wanted to see, right? Throwing the ball, right?" So, give me what you expect on Thursday night between your team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and Jackson Dart and Scatterbo and them fun looking guys over there in New York. After we all know the Giants is garbage, but they look fun.
It scares the shit out of me. Right? Because we just watched this last Thursday night game. The Niners weren't supposed to win that.
Mike, they played to the competition, bro. They played at a level competition every time. I don't understand it.
They weren't supposed to win that. And then
Mac
they did,
Jones,
right?
Man, please.
Now we got a similar situation. We got a similar situation next week. No Malik Neighbors. It's the fucking LOL Giants. The rest of the roster shit. The Eagles are this juggernaut. It's
Jalen Hyatt going to have 200 yards for no reason.
Like Quignon's out here locking everybody up, right? He had fucking Ibuka on clamp. Well, and if it wasn't for a lucky fucking 77-yard touchdown pass where Reed Blankenship should have picked that shit off, but he didn't, Ibuka wouldn't have done fuck all last week because Quignon's got him on. But we fast forward to a division game against the fucking Giants on Thursday night, and after what I just saw, Jalen Hyatt might go for 200.
Yeah, bro.
Quignon, what the hell happened?
Yep, that's how it works, man.
So, yeah, I'd be shitting my pants, especially with the Eagles and this offense thing and AJ Brown, and it's kind of a mess. I know we're 4-0 and the defense is playing phenomenal. I love what they're doing. Other than, listen, we gave up a wheel route and we gave up an Ibuka, which should have been interception for a long touchdown. But other than that, Baker looked like ass all game, and I think that was the Eagles' defense. We're cooking on that side of the ball, but we got to continue it, right? We got to keep Jackson Dart contained, and I swear to God, if I have to hear Cam Scatterbo after the game, nobody in the entire league irritates me more than Cam Scatterbo right now, Fizz.
Mike, he just got there, man. He just got there.
I know. Jesus Christ.
Hey, look, I sent you that video the other day, and my boy was in the back. Yeah, big 4-4 in the house. I said, my boy Scatterbo.
What the fuck? He's like 6-4-4 in the trap.
Yeah, 6-4-4 in the trap. I'm like, my boy Scatterbo, wow, dude, man. That's what you need in New York, though, man. You need a little bit of that, man, going on. I don't think he'll make it in Oklahoma City, Mike, but he make it in New York, though. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell? That man had way too many concussions already. You can tell.
Hey, man, well, we gonna see what's up, man. Before we get up out of here, Mike, Sunday, you know, we got the morning game. Give me your game you're looking forward to the most on Sunday, man. This Sunday, unfortunately, or fortunately, I'll be with my woman. We'll be going to see Chris Brown. He wanted to decide to have a show on a Sunday during damn football season. But we'll be there, you know what I'm saying? I have my earphone in one ear. I'll be listen to the red zone a little bit, but I ain't gonna be at home watching the games, man. So I miss a lot of it. But
when it comes to that sweet loving or football,
it is what it is.
It's a toss up. You know what I'm saying?
I just know Chris Brown he be pulling women on the stage. I had to make sure I show up, man. He ain't gonna get mine. All right. So I had to be there to make sure he ain't tripping on stage. But I'm gonna miss some of the games. So you tell me what's your favorite game of the day that you looking forward to the most? Because we got the Vikings and the Browns on Sunday morning. And the Vikings, bro, stayed there. They played 2 games overseas. So that's something new, I believe. Jacksonville do that a couple times too.
Yep.
What's the one game you looking forward to the most this week, man, before we close up out of here, bro?
A lot of bad matchups, but probably the most intrigue, right? The Eagles and the Broncos is going to be a good one. Want to see how that one shakes out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there is just a lot of shitty matchups on Sundays, right? Vegas Colts, who cares? Giants, Saints, who gives a shit? Dallas Jets, oh, gross. Miami, Carolina, Houston, Baltimore, Tennessee, Arizona, Tampa Bay, Seattle. That one might actually be pretty entertaining between those 2 teams. Detroit gets Cincinnati. Jared Goff might have another 5-touchdown game playing fucking Cincinnati.
Man.
Jesus. Commanders do get Jaden Daniels back. Right?
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels back versus the Chargers. That could be a fun one. That's probably the best. That's the leader in the clubhouse. And then,
but they don't have no Terry McLaurin though. They a little hurt on the offensive side, but
New England's on the come up. Sunday Night Football. Traveling to Buffalo to play a division game against Buffalo. That's probably most people's number 1 team in the league right now. So that could be a fun one. Sunday Night Football could actually be pretty fun.
For sure.
And then the surprising winning Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday night get the Chiefs at home.
Please, Pat Mahomes, do what you got to do, man. Please.
Please end this.
Please, man, because this team looks like, please, man. I just say, speaking for my team, like the Cowboys, 2 weeks ago, I felt like it was a trap game against the Bears. The Bears were 0-2. They needed a win very bad. They got the win. We played the Packers at home Sunday night. We tied. The Jets are 0-4. They need a win more than anybody in the league. And I know for a fact they're going to play their best ball against us. So I think we got a trap schedule again, man. I'm not making no excuses, but I'm just saying when the Bears were 0-2 with Ben Johnson and all this stuff, they had to beat the Cowboys. They had no choice. They couldn't go 0-3 in that division. And I believe the Jets are going to come play the Cowboys with everything they got because they cannot afford to go 0-5. Even though Vegas had them as one of the worst teams to start 0-5 with your new quarterback, all this and that, they're going to play the best ball that they played all year against the Cowboys.
If you honestly think that, right, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and I don't disagree with you, it feels like a fucking trap game for your Cowboys.
100%.
It's going to make me for fantasy football purposes, especially against Alice's defense. No D in that thing. It's going to make me want to start the shit out of Justin Fields, Breece Hall, and Garrett Wilson this upcoming week.
And right? no Turpin this week. So now we digging in the crates, man. We got receivers is Flournoy, all man. Anybody. Yeah.
Flowride out there.
Yeah.
Flowrider,
right? I'm just saying, man, it ain't gonna look good. I'm not making excuses in advance, people. I'm just saying, I truly believe that the Cowboys' schedule right now is we're going against teams that are desperate, man, desperate for wins. The Packers lose to the Browns. You think they weren't gonna try to play the best ball against us? And now we playing the Jets, who just lost to Miami of all teams, and they're 0-4. You think they ain't gonna come out there and try to play the best ball they ever played? Yeah, it ain't looking good, man. So I don't know, man. But no excuses. It is what it is. I'm still repping, baby. As you can see, I ain't gonna hold back, man. I'm holding it down for my boys, man. So we're gonna move to San Antonio real soon. But until we do, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is with the squad. But yeah, Mike, man, this was a good one, man. I think we had a good time. I actually like we had less people watching early, so if you definitely missed the first 10 to 15 minutes, check that out, man. That was a good way to start the show. I like my brother brought this conversation up, so yeah, tonight was a good night though, Mike. I wasn't too high up. My spirits was like, oh man, I'm tired. I'm working every night. Blah, blah, blah. you definitely brought me back to life, brother. So I'm glad I'm here.
Hey, man.
I'm glad we at the finish line now. And hey, man, anything before we get up out of here, bro?
Nah. I just God, I love this Booby Miles jersey, man. You put me onto it a couple years ago with all your obscure jerseys that you have. Your He Hate Me, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I just look in this closet, and I got shit from fucking movies. And listen, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you though, man.
Mike,
like you owe me a program
I
jersey.
was
Like
gonna
you
tell
gotta
to
get
send
one.
me the link again. I'm going to get that ASAP. Send me the link again. We're gonna have to break that out. We might could do that. I don't know how fast it's gonna come though. So I was gonna say we could do that for Halloween or something. But maybe we and Mike actually talked about. I don't know if y'all remember. We had the Blacks versus White show episode. That's like a holiday thing, right? I think that's something that we do closer to when everybody's having a good time. You kind of in the mood of just drinking, eating good, spending time with your family. So we will have a trivia night game going on, man, on Friday. One thing I like to do on Fridays, man, is just to change the mood, change the tone. I don't want you working hard, thinking too hard, man. I say that for Tuesdays, right? Friday night, though, I want to come in here and just have a good time with the people, man. I don't want you doing too much, man, on your Friday night off if you off on Saturday. So we will have that game show, man. We will come back with it. Maybe somewhere close to Thanksgiving. Closer to Thanksgiving, I think I told you, Mike. So one of these Fridays in November, we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna try to have my jersey in time for that show, is what I'm trying to say. So
Let's go, man.
I'll
put on the Alvin Mack. You gotta rock the Darnell Jefferson.
Let's get it.
And for anybody who's in here who's still watching this thing, like if you guys have not seen was it 1994, 1995 is when it came out, the college football movie, The Program. That's what we're talking about. The jerseys might have been, not might have been. In my opinion, it's the greatest football movie ever made, hands down, top to bottom.
It's definitely one of them ones, Mike. And I was just talking about this earlier, how it kind of went by fast because they go. My boy, the quarterback, was on the motorcycle. He had his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They you know what I'm saying? Like the storyline was, but back then though, you kind of just had to hit him in the mouth with what the story was, and it's boom, 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 boom. And it wasn't time to build up a big storyline behind stuff. Now they got range of making stuff episodes and 3-4 seasons.
Yeah.
Back then it was just let's get to the business and let's get to it. So I would love to see them make another program series, bro. That'd be probably fine. I don't know. These days, it might not be hit the same, but I'm just saying the program was one of our ones. And of course, my boy, Omar Epps, man, this dude was the ultimate athlete. He was a track star. He was a running back. He was a basketball player in Love and Basketball. This dude is the man, bro. He's like the Wesley Snipes of his time. You know, Wesley Snipes, man, played baseball, basketball. Yeah, man. I don't know if Michael B. Jordan can be that. He's a boxer at least, but he killed vampires and all that good stuff. But we gotta get us another one of them ones.
So you know that scene where he's back there returning the punt, right? He's waiting on the punt to come to him. I'm not lying to you, Fizz. When I was a younger kid, right, I used to go out in my grandma's yard and I'd take the football and I had this ability to punt it straight up in the air. Like as high as I could. Like my goal was to kick it as high as I could, because then I wanted to field the punt. You know what I mean? I wanted to feel like I was a punt returner. But you know that where he's waiting on the punt and he licks his hands?
Yeah,
and he goes, showtime, baby. You don't know how many fucking times I'm in my grandma's yard kicking a ball straight up in the air, licking my fingers going, showtime.
Nah, hey, that was that movie, man. For those that don't know, man, go watch it. I don't know if how you gonna find it, but I don't know if it's on Amazon or not. I think I found it on my Fire Stick last summer.
I got on Amazon. I just bought the fucking thing.
Okay, there we go. I
got the DVD. I don't even know if I got a DVD player anymore.
Yeah, but, you watch it on your PlayStation though. I think it might work on there.
I ain't got a disc drive in that baby.
For free. Sometimes YouTube be having free movies too. So let's go look up the program. Check that out. It's about 30 years old now, but it's definitely a classic.
And if you want another sports movie around the era, right? I think Blue Chips with Shaq and Penny.
That's one of the ones, Mike.
That might be the best college basketball movie.
Hey, look,
ever
all this NBA gambling stuff we got going on, they might be bringing Blue Chips back soon.
You might be bringing that one back, yeah.
A lot of these players getting hemmed up, man. But before we close out, Mike, speaking of movies, this is going to be my last one. Have you seen the movie Him yet?
Nope, have not seen it, but I do want to.
Okay, I'll just say this. My boy, I haven't seen it. Rock told me that he saw it, and I asked him, and I don't mean to break the movie down because I'm not. I said, if you had to give me one player that you would say, currently in the NFL, that you would say reminds you of that character of the movie, who would it be? And his answer was the one guy, Pat Mahomes. He said the reason why it's Pat Mahomes is because it just reminds him, because I guess the character was, because some people think it's like not a scary movie, more like a sinister type of movie. Like the guy is battling a demon inside of himself in a sense. But Rock told me it kind of reminds me of Pat Mahomes losing his aura of being the best player in the league. And now he's going to find a way to sacrifice everything around him to get back to being the GOAT. So I guess that's what the movie setting is. This guy that's like had it all, lost it, and now he's got to figure out what's worth sacrificing and what's worth holding on to get back to being him. So I think Pat Mahomes was a good comparison, because before I saw the movie, I kind of thought of Pat Mahomes, but my boy Rob brought up Pat Mahomes. So
John Smith says AB on CT.
hey, we're gonna see to Cal. I'm gonna check it out real soon, big dog. So we gonna see, man. But I heard it was a lot of mixed reviews on it, but I'm gonna check it out myself, man, because I ain't gonna roll with nobody else.
Jordan Peele, man, he makes some weird ass shit, but it's usually pretty good.
He does. And he's remaking People Under the Stairs, man, whenever he get that done. But it's almost Halloween, Mike. We're going to have to get us a Halloween show in soon. I don't know if we're going to be on Halloween night, because that's actually Friday, but we'll figure it out regardless. But either way, man, we up in here and we up out of here, man. We had us a good time tonight. And, hey, anything before we get up out of here, big dog?
Nah, just make sure that if you're watching this, man, do us a huge favor. Make sure you like the video. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, the hell you waiting for? Get it done, baby. Get it done.
That's it, man. Well, look, we appreciate y'all. It's the Vibes channel. We love to bring them vibes Friday night. We catch y'all on the next one, man. We see y'all. And, hey, hit that like and subscribe, baby. We out of this thing. Hold on, y'all. Let me find that damn paper. Let me find the image. We out of this thing. Peace out.